Right, I've got my knives home, and I've just been busy sanding all the scale that was left over on the blades, sanding that all off, get it back to a nice sort of shine. It's only, it's not the finished polished look because I've still got the tempering and the edge to sharpen onto the blades and handles to make for it. Yeah, I've just got my oven warmed up to 210 degrees C, so I'm gonna go and put these in for an hour and then let it cool. Repeat that process 2 more times for a total of 3, and then they should be finished. I'll be able to sharpen them up and put the handles on. Well, it's the next day now. These knives have been tempered in the oven 3 cycles at like just over 210 degrees Celsius, an hour per cycle, letting them cool down naturally in the oven afterwards. And I don't know whether you can see it, but they've taken on a nice straw colour. Come on, focus. There. And they've taken on a nice straw colour, which, as far as I've heard, is the kind of colour you want at that heat of tempering. Any hotter and I think it starts to go blue. I know you can't really see it in the camera, but you'll just have to trust me. But yeah, I'm really happy with them. They've come out fantastically. Now you can kind of see the colour a bit better in them there. But yeah, really happy with them. I'm going to sand them down and get on to making the handles, fitting the handles for them over the next few days. Went out on a wander today and picked myself up from Halford a massive roll of this stuff. It's brake repair hose, and it's 3/16 of an inch, which is just under 5mm. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's got a little code on the side of it. I can't really pick it up with the camera, but yeah, it was a tenner for 25 feet of the stuff. So I'm sorted for handle pins for the next 10 years. So yeah, really happy with that. I think it looks really nice. Kind of gives like a lanyard hole effect all the way through. It's a little bit of epoxy in this one, so it's a bit bunged up, but it should when it gets filed down. I've had it in my C-clamp for about an hour, and I cleaned up quite a lot of the squeeze out before it hardened, just so that it was easier to do. Sorry again for the mess. This is my my workshop, which is my spare room, which is a mess because I'm a messy man. But yeah, this is how my knife's getting on so far. Pretty happy with it. It's big and beefy, which is exactly what I wanted. Just going to wait another couple of hours for this araldite epoxy to fully cure. I just got this stuff, araldite standard. I didn't see the point in getting any rapid setting stuff. This does it in 5 minutes anyway, so working time, oh no, 90 minutes. Fair dues, that was pretty decent. Yeah, so that's that really. I've got this knife. I just need to wait for it to harden fully, cure fully, and then I'll file off all the extra wood and file down the pins and just generally shape off the handle some more. Already put a kind of an edge on it. It's yeah, it's pretty sharp. If I had 3 hands I would show you how sharp it is, because I was shaving my arm with it last night. Don't know whether you'll be able to see. There's a little bald spot. No, you can't at all. But yeah, I'd just like to thank Carlisle195 for this amazing piece of equipment. Been helping me a lot with profiling blade shapes and rough grinding edges onto the bevel before I file it, and then put it on the sharpening stone and then strop it. Yeah, it's a great bit of a kit. Props to him for that. For being a test knife, the first knife I've ever made, I'm happy with it. I've got my other one's handle scale set out. I'll give you a look at that. Yeah, this is the other knife that I heat treated and made fully, and these are the handle scales I got for it. Some beech, which looks really nice when it's oiled. I've got another piece of this with the same grain pattern on it, and I've been oiling it for the last week, just as a test to see what it looks like, and it looks really good. Don't mind these Sharpie marks on there, they'll be getting taken off with the sanding. But yeah. I am very happy with them all. This is my other knife that I've been working on. I've got the handles pinned, some stainless steel bar that I found. Nice beech handle on this. It's very messy and mucky at the moment because of all the epoxy and stuff, but there's loads of the runoff epoxy in there and the squidges out onto the blade, but that's all easily chipped off when it's dry. I've just been grinding these pins down to be flush with the handle like these ones are. And then it needs a lot of contouring and shaping down to the metal. I'm pretty happy with this one so far. Well, there we have it, folks. That's my knife handle fitted and contoured. I'm just in the process of oiling it. I've just given it its first coat. I'm going to wait a few hours and just keep coating it today, and then coat it every day for the next, few weeks, and then every week for the next few months. The oil is really bringing out the grain in the wood. It's beautiful. This is the same type of wood we were making charcoal out of down at the river. When we were cutting it up with the axe, I noticed that it had a beautiful grain pattern to it. Beautiful lateral grain pattern. Even this piece, which doesn't have the same lateral patterning on it, still has a really nice colour to the grain. But yeah, that's my knife. The pins are that car brake repair hose that I showed you. That stuff. I'm pretty happy with the contour of the handle as well. It's nice and stout. And it fits my hand really nicely. It's got a little bit of a palm swell to it. But mainly that grain. That's a good shot of it. And this camera doesn't do the colour of it justice either. It's a lot richer in colour than it shows. It looks quite washed out on my phone. So, as you can imagine, it looks really nice. Yeah, having a slight issue with drilling the holes out to 5mm in my other blade, because the handle of the other blade hardened a lot more than this one, and it's killing my drill bit. Literally, like, my drill bit is losing metal and going in at the tip and getting thinner. It's turning into like a countersink bit. So I'm going to buy myself a new cobalt drill bit and just go nice and slowly. I only need to drill 3 holes. It's ridiculous, killing drill bits just trying to drill 3 holes. I had a similar issue with this hole here. Took me about 3 hours to eventually drill all the way through, and it is what killed my drill bit. These two were fine because they were far further up the handle and away from the hottest part of the blade when it was quenched, so they were still a little bit softer. But this section of the blade from like here upwards is just solid. I even found it hard to grind the final edge onto the knife because because it was so hard. I'm not the best at sharpening knives, so please forgive me for the slightly poor quality of the edge on there. I am still sharpening it and still stropping it just to get it to its eventual edge. So yeah, that's pretty much the finished product, apart from, you know, giving it a little bit more of a polish up and keep oiling the handle. So I'm going to post this video up because, you know, it'll take me a wee while to buy a new drill bit and to get the other blade to this level of finish. I really wanted to get this one done and you know, make the video of it. So I hope you all like it. Please feel free to comment and let me know what you think, if I could have done anything differently in your eyes, or you know, what you would have maybe done. Yeah, like I said, I hope you like it. I'm really happy with it. It's the first time I've ever made a knife, the first time I've ever done any metalworking apart from reconditioning some old tools. Maybe 10 years ago I got a job lot of really old rusty naffed up tools, like wrenches, and there was a plane in there and stuff, and I you know, took them to pieces and reconditioned them all and made them working again. But literally that's the only thing I've ever done with metal. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself for my first knife. Just to give you the specs on it, blade, is 5.5 inches, and the overall length of the knife is about 10.5 inches. It's 4mm thick, 01 tool steel. and I'm really happy with it. I'll do a video, might stick it on the end of this video, of me out in the woods doing some chopping and some feathering and some general cutting. Just a bit of a test the blade video. But yeah, thanks all for watching. Right, I've brought my knife out into the woods for a little bit of a tester. I'm going to do some slicing, some chopping, some feathering, and maybe see if I can batten anything down. I've got a fallen dead tree here. Got loads of branches lying around. So I'm going to get to it. Pretty happy with that. Well, that was about it, folks. That was my knife making finished, pretty much. Hope you all enjoyed watching the series of videos. I will be making more knives. So yeah, feel free to like, comment and subscribe as usual, and cheers for watching.